Hello, everyone. Andrew Taylor here. Today we have Nathan and Samantha Gaines with us and Claude Perry, who is just a beast at finding good people and helping them build a big agency. To start with, we just want to kind of learn about you guys and how'd you get started? What have you done so far? What was your background?
Absolutely. You want me to kick it off first? So we've been in the insurance industry for 4 years now, a little over 4 years now. And we're with a practice company, learned a lot of really great things. And then after seeing the platform that FFL offered, you can ultimately be financially independent much faster than anything we've seen before. We decided we're going to jump all in this. This is what we're going to do. My background's military before that. And then, we've been here for 90 days now.
That's it.
Yep, 90 days. Got started in August. And then, September, October.
You guys have any kids?
We have 2 kids. We have a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old, almost 8-month-old. So
Boy
crazy.
Boy or girl?
2 girls.
Two girls.
Two girls.
You gonna have any more?
Maybe down the road.
Maybe in 5 years.
Maybe when they're older. Yeah.
Not now.
Any pets?
We have lots of pets. We have goats, chickens, ducks, dogs.
4 dogs.
Cats.
What kind of dogs?
Pit bulls, and then a mutt.
So nobody's coming in your yard?
No. We got guns too, so they're definitely not coming.
Where do you guys live?
We're in California, so right outside of Sacramento.
Yep. In the country.
In the country, we're on some property out there.
That's pretty cool. You guys like it out there?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. Our kids can run around everywhere, and it's fun.
How many goats do you have?
Oh gosh, we have
10?
almost. We have a few
I
that
wanna
are
say
pregnant.
10?
So we have like almost 10.
Yeah, 3 are pregnant, so it'll be.
What do goats do?
They smell.
You don't want to ask.
No, they produce milk, which is cool.
Do you actually use the milk?
So we're starting to. So not yet, but eventually we'll start selling some milk.
Who milks them?
So we have a couple people that live on the property with us, and they really handle the goats. They take care of them.
They're legit ranchers.
Yeah.
What's the point of goats? Is it just milk, or
So
do they
some
eat
are-
weeds, or what?
Some the lawn or the fields, they keep maintenance on them, and then milk. Some are meat goats, and then you could sell the goats. So they're
Meat goats?
you have
Like,
meat.
there's different type of goats like that?
Yeah, so there's.
So you eat meat off goats?
We don't. We don't. But and then
Goat
milk,
meat's
and
Yeah.
And
I
you
heard
make
goat
soap.
milk is good for you.
Yes, it is good.
You gotta
Yeah, it is
filter
good.
it though, right?
We've got most of them. Yeah, you got to filter. Exactly. Yeah.
Just get off.
You could drink it straight out of there.
You could, but
Probably
I
illegal.
certainly won't.
Honestly,
yeah.
we're like newbies with the farm animals. So the people that live with us are like experts. So they're teaching us. We have duck eggs. Those are cool. They're really big eggs. That's cool.
I have a feeling I'm going to end up with a big piece of property because I really want an alpaca.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're looking at those too.
Definitely.
Because one of my customers had one. I couldn't get in the yard to door knock them. And everywhere I went, its head was over the fence chewing on a piece of straw with a crooked jaw. And I'm like, dude, this thing's legit.
Better than a pit bull?
I think they're scarier.
You know what is scary is a rooster. Get a rooster.
Really?
That's scarier.
They chase you.
We have way too many roosters,
Yeah.
and those guys are aggressive.
So my neighbor told me, he was like, one day I went to go, because our goat got out. So I went to go get our goat, and he was like, there's dogs there, but don't worry about the dog. Watch out for the rooster. And I was like, rooster?
They are not lying.
They come after you?
They
Oh,
will
yeah.
attack you,
Oh,
jump
yeah.
up, kick you. I mean, they are.
Well, they do. They are in those rooster fights.
They, and
Yeah.
they know what they're doing.
But they're naturally, they just are always like that?
Always aggressive.
Yeah.
They're the most. I've had pit bulls my whole life, and they're probably, in my opinion, the most aggressive animal.
Are they mean to the pit bulls?
They're mean to everything.
They will
Wow.
chase you.
They're mean to everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they chase me.
It's like those
Yeah.
geese.
Have they got a hold of anybody?
Yes, too many people. So we have to put them up, but they are no joke. So if you
They've
will-
actually hurt someone?
they will run
Yeah.
at you and jump up and kick you, and they
Claw you.
Claw you.
Claw you. Yeah. Make you bleed.
Yeah, they'll eye you across the property, and they'll be like,
How big is your property?
10 acres.
10 acres.
Yeah.
You guys love it? How long have you had that property for?
So I grew up on that property. My parents had a house on it, and then both grandparents had it on the other side. And so I grew up there. So we moved back there about 2 years ago. And so we're on 5 acres, but the other 5 is my mom. So it's basically
cool
10
is
acres.
that?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
so,
a major blessing.
yeah,
Does your mom have any animals?
a dog, but not like we do.
What about any Is there any? Are you growing anything?
Meaning like
Any?
plants and
Yeah.
stuff. So we
Weeds.
were
Grass, yeah.
no, we were. It's just that we have 2 businesses and 2 babies. It gets a little crazy, so we
Yeah.
don't have as much time. But
So
What do you mean? Now we know what they're growing.
Outside or inside?
oh my god,
That's funny.
no. But yeah,
It's in the other spot of the house.
yeah, not my house.
no.
So 4 years selling insurance. You found FFL 90 days. What was it like before? What was your setup like?
In terms of what we were doing on a regular
Commission.
basis.
What were you selling? How were you getting customers?
So previously, we were at a 75% contract, which we thought was really good. And we were selling life insurance, of course, and it was all warm market, typically. So we weren't dealing with leads. I had a really bad idea of what leads were. I thought that they were not good. But yeah, so that's what we were doing previously.
Yeah, and the way it's so funny, the way FFL was described to us initially was that
bad.
Yeah, they're just producers. They don't build, agents. They don't. And where we came from, it was recruiting was for me was the only goal, pretty much, and production was just a secondary byproduct of that. And so how you get clients in a model like that is I recruit Samantha. We're going to sit down with her mom and dad, her aunt and uncle, and then we're going to convert that to a closed policy. And so, in my opinion, the learning curve on that is way bigger than just buying a lead, calling it, and showing up to their house, And so it was.
And we thought being a producer was a bad thing. I thought it was like, you don't do that. Almost. It was weird.
But without producers, you don't have any money.
Yeah, exactly.
It was.
I was a producer,
Yeah.
and so I was more of like, I was a little bit self-conscious about it, actually.
People are like, get away from me.
Like, you're a
You're a
producer.
producer.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't run as many appointments and stuff because I was nervous that I was going to produce versus recruit. Although I like recruiting, but
I was Mr. Recruiter, stand in front of people and talking stuff. So I loved that model. And then when I found out you can also be a builder here and have it be much more effective, much more efficient, build it faster for your team, and they can be profitable way faster, it was just a no-brainer.
yeah.
So I was at lunch the other day, and there was a girl selling a policy in the restaurant to somebody, going through a whole presentation, and then got to the very end, and I'm watching the whole thing, right? Like seeing I'm totally like listening to everything she's saying and doing. And at the end, he goes, I don't have a bank account. And she crushed the appointment. Like, she did everything really good. At the end, he goes, I don't have a bank account. You just see her go, oh, dang it, We've all been there.
Yeah.
But then I said, hey, you should come by our office, and we should at least get to know each other. We're in the same town. We're both in insurance, because I wanted a recruiter, right? So she came by, and I wanted to recruit her to FFL, but she immediately said, I don't like FFL. I know everything about it, because the people around her had told her all this stuff, right?
Yep.
So she was at a 50% contract level, door knocking businesses. Okay.
Wow.
She said she doesn't want to work with FFL because you get immediate lead debt. And she would rather have a 50% comp and no leads than over 100% comp with leads. But my argument was, then don't get any leads. Go door knock businesses with our products and make 110,
Amen,
115. But there was no.
Yeah.
She was mad.
Yeah.
Did she come to the office?
Yeah, she came.
Oh, she came.
Yeah.
That's how it was, though, with us. We had about 20 agents leave in a matter of like 30 days or
45
60 days
yeah.
to FFL. And we were furious. And I just didn't know. Everything we were told is totally opposite of what it was.
Totally. Absolutely.
So.
And I can relate to her, because that's definitely, I was Simon the Zealot for what we were doing. We were all gung-ho. You couldn't tell me anything, but again, when you actually analyze what you're talking about, it's
It's funny though,
completely
because
different.
20 agents left, so I started looking into FFL because I was like, I got to combat them. Like, they sit down, and I got to tell them why we're
Oakland
better.
Raiders, yeah.
So I started watching the videos, and I'm like, Nathan, I think I'm gonna go to FFL too.
Did you tell him to stay there?
So I did actually. I was like, you could stay, and I'll do this, and we won't tell anybody. All on the side, sell because you're not supposed to. I mean, you're not supposed to, but you don't want to be the producer. But I did, so I was like, I'll go produce with leads. We won't tell anyone, and you'll build.
And I was offended.
What'd
to
you
the
say?
core.
Get out the
Deeply offended.
house.
Yeah, deeply
Yeah,
offended.
it was
But
not.
she was smart. She was
How long
right.
did it take you to not be offended?
I honestly, I would say 9 months, because I mean, we've known about the company.
Bro, 9 months?
It was quite a while because I would
Yep.
bring it up kidding around at first, and then kidding around went to like, can we talk?
Your close.
Wow.
That's a trial close right there.
Yeah, you were serious.
That's how you
I
sell a
didn't know that.
policy.
Yeah. So then
Yep.
then we talk about it, and then we talk about it a little bit more, and then finally it was like, okay, I think I'm gonna do it.
It was
Even
a
though
real
I knew I
issue.
wasn't going to until he was cool with it. Yeah, it was a problem. Then he finally was like, no, stop bringing it up. It's offensive. So I did, and then I just kind of prayed about it, and then we had a friend who was in here who used to work directly with us, and
What's his name?
his name is Manny.
Manny Anderson and Drea Moore.
Yeah.
Manny and Drea Moore. Yeah.
They came. We're good friends with them, so they came over, and I started asking him questions out loud, like in front of Nathan. And Nathan wasn't shutting me down, so in my mind, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep asking until he does.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, just casually, kind of like, cool. Hey.
Dude, wives are the best closers ever.
Sure.
Or girlfriends. But Nicole's the best closer. She acts like she doesn't know what she's doing, but she's always asking little questions for a reason.
So strategic.
Yeah.
Teeing you up.
So strategic, dude.
Wives know. See?
Amen. Yeah, and I'm grateful for that. I really am.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So then I started asking Manny questions, and he was answering everything, and we went on for a couple hours. It was late at night, and
Till 2 a.m.
yeah, Nathan wasn't saying anything, and in fact, you started asking questions, and I was like, yes, we're going good. Okay.
He was probably going to shut you down. That's why he was asking questions to get some info.
Yes and no. Yes and no. At this point in time, I was genuinely, because we've been in the game long enough, I'd say now, that we know exactly what we want. We know exactly what we know we're workers, we know we're builders, we know we're going to do something really big. But what's the most effective way that's going to get us there? And then the people who attach their life to us, what's going to get them there faster as well? So once I lowered my ego and started looking at it from that lens of like, okay, Nathan, get out of your own way. Let's just hear what they have to say. And then it was the next day, I think we called Claude, and we're in your office, which is a couple hours away from where
Which
we're
you
at.
were so cool and casual and like cool about it. And in our previous company, that's not how it is. It's like, give me a social right now. Let's do this. And you were so cool. And I was like, okay, how do we get started? And then we went to your office. So
Yeah, it was legit. Anyone that comes to an office like 2 hours away just to talk is pretty serious. And then you guys went out and sold the next week. So you guys went off on Monday, got leads by Wednesday, we're selling by that Saturday. That was legit. I was like, okay, they're serious. They got it right away. You guys were in the field right away. Right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys called right away. I'm like, most people, they try and find reasons not to start. Let me learn the script. Let me practice. Let me get comfortable first. You guys were comfortable, getting uncomfortable, just doing it.
Amen.
Yeah. And then your team, the same thing. Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
That's legit. So what have you guys been able to do, and what are some things you guys found were untrue that were helpful for your businesses?
Untrue as in.
What you thought FFL was compared to what you found out.
Okay.
Yeah. So what my understanding of what FFL was, the way it was marketed to me by the people who, were in my on the team that we were a part of, was that just producers, high comp because they don't build teams, they're just insurance sales people, and
You always have to sell. There's no end.
there's no exit strategy. You'll never be free in a model like that. And they're just honestly liars. That's what FFL is, a bunch of liars. That's what was basically told to us. Mm-hmm. And we believed that for a long time. And then what I found to be true is that it's the complete opposite. The people are not liars. It's actually the exact opposite of that. you can build an agency much faster here. You can actually build a platform that will help you be free. Your people will make money attaching their life to yours much quicker. You can make $3 to $5 grand, in a weekend doing it part time. Literally everything that was the exact opposite.
Your fully vested renewals day one. You get to keep all your renewals.
Yeah. Family is actually put first. Like, people care.
Yeah.
Just totally different.
Yeah, exactly. You can put your head down for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and actually have a business that's going to support your lifestyle, long term. And that was big for us.
What have you guys sold so far?
So we're averaging about a little over 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, I want to say. We have another business. So our first month we did, I think it was like the first 3 weeks we really went, I guess,
like
all in
13,000.
or something. Yeah. And then, we made I think almost like 15,000 our
first 5
couple
weeks, we had 15 grand deposited in our bank. And that was
And how much
that
did
was
you
cool.
spend on business leads, stuff like that?
Honestly, our first month, we didn't spend very much.
Yeah,
I
not
didn't really fully know. I mean, we spent I think you had told us to spend 800 to 1,000 is like the best every dial day, I think it was, right? And we were kind of scared, so we spent 400.
400. Yeah.
First.
What kind of leads were you calling?
Well, you gave us some age mortgage and then instant internet. And as soon as I saw the first time we did it, as soon as I saw what you could make, I was like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you was like, my gosh. I'm like, yeah, it's real.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know something really cool? So FFL now has 2 million age direct mail leads for $1.50, which is huge for getting new agents started. Nobody has that inventory of leads. Nobody.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, but if you go, okay, I'm going to get 100 of those, it costs $150, and you sell one policy, you can make 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000, and you're going to sell one policy.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you guys started off on age mortgage and
The instant internet, new internet, life leads, yeah.
and what kind of results did you get with those?
Well, it was funny so we went to the office on Monday to meet Claude, and on Tuesday he was like, buy leads. So we bought leads, and we called with him on Zoom, and we booked a bunch. And he was like, now you go to the field. So okay, so we went into the field, and we sold 2. And I'll tell you this, at a previous company, when you sold a policy, I never really even connected that I'd make income because it took 90 days to get paid, 30 days to get paid. 60 days, because you have to go through medical, you have to process the client, all of that, right? Here, they're approved immediately.
Hallelujah.
And so I remember people saying you'll make money right away, but I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And then that was on a Friday, I think we wrote the business, and on Monday we had $2-3 grand deposit in our account, and I was like, what the heck is this? This is crazy.
Yeah.
I told Claude, I was like, I said crazy already, but this is crazy. I couldn't even fathom that this could be real.
Because the amount of work and working is good. We're believers in work, right?
Yeah.
Work is a good thing. But the workload we were putting in, and in terms of actually resulting in that cash flow compared to what we had just experienced our first week, it was almost unbelievable. Yeah. Really.
And that's why every person that comes here never leaves, because if you just give it a shot, and if you want to work, if you're a worker, you're a worker. And then you make the money, it's like, okay, it's real, it's crazy. Why go backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Most folks of companies don't know, and that's why they should come here, because they don't know.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. So if there's anybody out there struggling with those limiting beliefs, I'm telling you, they're not true. It's you can build a big business here fast.
What's your guys' agency doing?
So I guess you could answer.
So for 90 days, so we've been the number one producers on our team. We've got we've got 16 licensed agents, and I want to say we've done a little over 60,000. So we've been the flag carriers for that, of course. And so I think outside of us, they've written maybe 25 or 30,000.
A lot of them, though,
in 90 days.
previously were in the company with us previous, and I think they had a lot of limiting beliefs, because when you're in a company for a year and you don't make any income, you feel like you're never going to make income. I feel like it's a limiting belief.
I think like with you guys' team, initially people were kind of trigger shy.
Yeah.
Even though you guys paved the way, it's like, well, I'm used to doing that. And it's like,
Yeah.
I know, but just trust it. Say it like this, door knock, figure it out. And now they're starting to figure it out. I learned from you the 90-day rule, where usually takes 90 days to see a result from something. So keep in there, keep going forward, and then it always pans out.
Yep.
And like Kai, he's killing it. And the first month and a half, he was like struggling.
Yep.
Now he's 5 or 6K a day. He's he's
Yep.
popping it out. And,
Yeah.
So check this out. So the 90-day thing, most people, when you build an agency, you don't see results for 90 days. So you put activity in because you're excited for like 3 weeks, and then you don't see results, so you stop. And then in 90 days, you have a tiny uptick in volume for your business. But if you plow right through those 90 days, then you're going to see consistent growth following the 90th date. But it's high activity on stuff you're not seeing right away.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's accurate. I mean, I know it's accurate. Our team now in the last like 2-3 weeks are writing a bunch now, and it's so cool seeing them, and they're like, they're getting excited because they're like, wait, this does work. And honestly, this is the first time that I have felt like when someone sits across from me at the table and they say, if I start working with you, can I actually be free? I never really felt like I could help them get free. With Family First, it's the first time
You believe it.
I really do, yeah. So.
And you almost feel giddy about it.
Do you feel like you're not, that it's just, this is the comp, this is what you do, but there's no manipulation as far as come to these brainwashing meetings and...
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And motivation
That's
is
common
good.
in this industry. Brainwash the crap out of everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. And motivation, I think, is big. But when your whole training is essentially that, and versus let's go out there. How do you make the phone call? How do you run the appointment? How do you fill out the app and close it? Like Claude's Jumpstart training, it was so different than the training that we had been used to. Because it was just so direct, so straight to the point. This is what you do. The training's an hour long, and you're going to go close a policy after this, and you're going to be able to get paid this week.
The group, the whole entire leadership your leadership is amazing. I mean, I remember the first time I had my daughter, she's 7 months old, and I didn't have a sitter that night, or I didn't have somewhere I can put her. So I had her on the call with us. We had both our kids with us.
I thought you were going to say Claude babysat her.
No, but we were on the call. I was nervous to have her on there because previously it was like, they don't talk. You got to not be on So I had the camera off, and he was like, turn it on. So we turned it on. I don't know if you remember this. And he was like, all right. So he called on us to do the presentation or something, practice it. I was like, I have our kids, Claude. Like, I can't do that. And he was like, everybody on this call, just so you know, you're going to go in a home with kids. So I don't know why you're practicing in the quiet. Like, he's like, go ahead, go for it. And he was like, and it's okay if she talks. Like, I don't care. Like, you can be on this call.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I could be a mom, and my family can all be together, and I can build to, like, the freedom. It was just, it's awesome.
You guys love being parents?
Yes.
Most days. I love my girls. Yeah, no, I love being
like,
parents. Absolutely.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's a little crazy.
It is. 2 under 2 is definitely a full-time gig, but it's a major blessing. The reward is way worth it, no doubt.
Are they like wild?
The 2-year-old is a little wild. Yeah, she's pretty.
When
all
did
over.
she get wild? Because my boy's going to be 2 really soon.
Oh yeah, it's right about 2.
Right
at 2.
at 2. Yeah.
Right at 2?
Yeah. We went to dinner with Claude last week, and she was like climbing on
She
my
was so good,
head.
though.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
She's legit. She's so cute. It's like, you do what you want to do. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Have fun.
But the culture here is just so amazing. Like, I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. Claude had a sales conference for us last week. I didn't know what to expect at all. I was terrified, actually, because I didn't want to invite my friends and family. I didn't even tell you this because I was like, great, here we go. Like,
They're going to get them.
Because they have been,
yeah, they're going to either yell at them or get them. I mean, there's no, and so I was terrified. And then I went there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so different. Like, it's just so different. You're
There's
so
no
honest.
BS.
Yeah.
This is the fact. Is this for everybody? No. Can anybody do this? Do you think?
For sure.
I think no.
They can. The question is, will they do it?
Do they? No.
Anybody can
A lot
do
of
it.
people won't do it. It's a lot of freaking work.
Yeah, so they won't do it, but you have a 20% closing ratio. You weren't selling a bunch in the beginning. You weren't just self-pushing.
Yeah, but I was willing to work like crazy, miss parties, miss family functions. I wanted to win. I didn't want a regular job. I didn't want to be stuck in the rat race financially. I didn't want to be. So like, dude, I would go over and over and over, no show, no show, no show, no show, no show, get more leads. You guys have probably had weeks like that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually started doing this because someone told me it was hard. And I was like, oh, if it's hard, I'll figure it out. Almost like a challenge.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I don't think anybody can do. I used to say anyone can do it if they work hard. I don't think anyone's going to work hard, so I don't think anyone can do it.
Yeah. Well, saying that, I agree because everyone won't work hard. I'm assuming they're going to work hard. I'm assuming that they're adult. They're going to already be motivated already.
Yeah.
You know, but you're right, folks. Sometimes have this thing where they're going to click here and make money right now without working hard, which is impossible.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What are some pitfalls for a new agent to watch out for?
Pitfalls for a new agent. I think for me, it was being scared of buying leads. So I was scared, even though I knew you should.
I have one.
Oh,
So,
no. Here we go.
Samantha critiques herself
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah.
tough.
That's true.
Ooh,
I mean,
this is
4
good.
appointments in, 3 appointments in. I'm not closing. What am I doing wrong? Like, how many have you ran?
Drew, this is where that
like
lotto
8.
thing goes
To
off.
100 first. And you were like, nah, I must be doing it wrong. Let me practice it. I'm like, no,
That's
you
true.
are just fine.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That is a true
Yeah.
thing.
And then I said, what are you doing right? And you're like, well, I showed up. I door knocked. Exactly. If you keep doing that, you'll always win.
Yeah.
And now you're like killing it.
Were you comparing yourself to other people?
Yes, very much so.
You
I'm
can't do that.
Very competitive.
I like that.
I'm-
But
So, yes, I know you're not supposed to compare yourself, but I'm like, I know that I'm capable. I know that I'm sharp. Why am
Where's
I
the
not
leaders
selling
board? Yeah.
5,000 today? Yeah, so I did compare myself. And also, I want to be like a rock star for Claude too, like on his team.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so you see that and I'm like, I'm not producing, I'm not doing this. And so I want to be better because I want to be better, but also I really want to be a player for him, And so, I was like 8 appointments in.
And I knew, I was like, listen to Carl, like, she is so hard on herself. I'm like, how many did you run? 5. I sold 2, but the other 3, I'm like, you're doing just fine. Like, good job on the 2. Like, how much you make today? Only $1,000, but give us some grace.
Yeah,
Some grace.
but
But that's how it goes, though, right? Because you do compare yourself naturally because they're doing good, I want to do good. But we got to remember, like, there's not a lot of people out there making $1,000 a day, $800 a day. Even if, we're working harder because we're helping, we're doing more activity, but part of the process. And then but you'll see, same thing with your team. They ask you the same questions. I'm not doing it right. Well, just run more appointments, run 100 appointments, you'll see what happens.
yeah.
Exactly. I would say another pitfall that I think it's easy to fall into is not, and exactly what Claude and Samantha both just said, but it's not playing the law of large numbers. If you just play the numbers, it's you will always find a close, And I'm really big on going for no. If I get 10 no's, I'm going to find 1 yes. So if I want 10 yeses, I'm going to go through 100 no's. And I think if you approach the business like I've got to be perfect on every one, I've got to close every single one, like almost like a scarcity mindset versus let's just go get massive reps in.
Yeah.
And it will all be good,
are you guys doing virtual?
Yes, so we're doing, so we did all in person. I just started doing telesales the last 3 weeks, but I'm doing both. So
What do you like better
about telesales?
between the two?
I mean, that's hard. So, I mean, in person, I like because you're in person. You can't hang up on me. Like, we're here. We're going to do this. Telesales, it's obviously convenient. I mean, I don't have to get fully dressed up. I don't have to leave my home. My kids are here. I mean, it's just convenient, but it's not the same as being in home, So I like both. I don't think you could ever lose either, So.
I'm glad you guys started when you did because you had to go out in the field first and learn what to do, learn how to call a customer out, learn how to have posture, learn how to damn near make them get it right.
Yeah.
Like we have to have that, and you guys had that versus trying to figure it all out from your computer screen, which is probably hard.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get good at telesales unless you're good in the home. I really don't. Because for me personally, I feel like the ability to be in the home and learn people skills, learn how to overcome objection, learn how to push in person makes you good on the phone. I really feel like
Totally.
so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's invaluable.
I think if you can go in person and do a hybrid, pick a day to do some telesales, I think that's the best approach for a new agent.
I agree.
But you can't procrastinate. You have to make a plan and execute.
Yeah.
Too many people are getting started and they don't know what to do because there's too many options now.
Yeah.
The answer is pick a lead type, put the activity in, go in person, do it virtual, but put the work in and you'll learn along the way, yeah?
Yeah.
Amen. Absolutely.
Yep.
And prepare to fail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Prepare to fail? Explain.
Well, I mean, our motto in our office is move fast and break things. Right, Drew?
That is correct.
I'm home.
So, Drew, how many things have we done that? Like, we have no idea what we're doing, but we just do it and cause all kinds of messes.
I love
Everything
that.
I've done since I've started working for you.
And I learned that from Sean Mike because you could prepare forever.
Yep.
But if you just start doing stuff, it will break and then you can fix it.
I heard the speaker say this. Their dad would, at dinner time, ask all the kids, what'd you fill out today? What'd you fill out today? What'd you fill out today? He wants to see every day they're trying something new and taking an L.
I love that.
So now
You said what?
basically
what
every
did-
day the dad would ask them, what did they fail at?
What they fail at, Drew.
That's I'm making that note. That's good.
So, because obviously
Like that.
you're trying new
I
things.
should write that down for
You-
myself.
So you just acknowledge it and
Well, if you're not failing at something,
You're not trying.
Right.
Yeah.
you're not learning
You're not
anything.
learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
You hear that?
Absolutely.
Haley?
Yeah.
That's what. So Drew, Haley's helping us out in here now, and Drew does everything for her. And I'm like, bro, you have to let her do it
No, I don't
herself,
do
and
everything for
and
her.
she's gonna screw it up.
No, that is not correct. She is no, yeah, that is false.
Some things,
Yeah.
some things.
She's been a huge help for me, and she's learning. So it's the kind of stuff that we do in this industry. You just can't. There's no rule.
Drew?
There's, what?
He's cleaning it up.
No, I'm
He's trying to clean it
telling
up.
you,
He's trying
no, I'm not being for real.
That's something that was hard for me building an agency was I wanted to do everything myself. So if I hired a staff, I wanted it done right. So I would never let them learn.
Yeah.
But you have to let people learn. And even if they mess it up, you have to be willing for it to be messed up and then help them fix it. And then it'll never be a mistake again. It'll only happen one time.
Yeah.
And the patience you gave them through the process is probably pretty sweet too.
Yeah. So we have this thing where we're like, okay, you're the CEO of your own position. So I shouldn't be having to think about what you should do, what you could do better. You're the CEO of your own position, and we're going to pay you more as you get better because we're all one team. Same thing with an agent, though. You're a CEO of your own business.
Yeah.
So you should learn and think and plan and have a schedule and, I mean, not just go, okay, what do I do? Get some leads and call them, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Totally.
You have to plan.
So one of my friends said, who's been very successful in business, he goes, how many times do people go through the boot camp? And I go, 1. And he's like, dude, they need to go through it 3 times because you're just exposing them to the content the first time. Then once they're working, some of the information that went right over their head is now more relevant to them and they can relate to it.
Totally.
Yeah, and you're at a different place in your business.
Yeah.
Months in, so it hits you differently because now you can stack that and go, okay, I can build off of that. The first day is like a
Yeah.
water hose or a fire hydrant, whatever that saying is. Drink water out of a fire hydrant. But when you hear it again and again and again, repetition was a skill, mother of all skill, whatever. Yeah, repetition is key.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Love it. How'd you guys meet?
4th grade.
Yeah, we met in 4th grade.
Elementary
What the
school.
heck?
Yeah.
So we didn't start dating till 7th grade, which is still young. But yeah, so we've been together since then.
Yeah.
On and off, of course. So high school drama, but yeah, he was always mine though.
It was your drama?
No. It was both of our drama, mainly him. But no. But
you jerk.
it's true. It's true. He was, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
I was.
Yeah.
No doubt
Little,
about it. Yeah.
So you left him, and then he was like, "I want to be with you."
It's kind of, all like that. Yeah. So I was really good in school and sports and focused, and he was not. So
Got
he
it.
had a lot of like friends and such. So
Friends and such.
Well networked. Yeah.
Helps
Yeah.
you now.
I've
though.
always been an entrepreneur, right?
so we were like always together, but not together, and
Yep. And then so we got married right before I joined the Army. At 21, I joined the Army. And I realized, hey, I'm either going to seal the deal and take her with me, or I'm going to leave. And, she'll...
Didn't want to be without her.
Exactly. Correct. Yep.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Total
been
blessing.
married 8 years now.
8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
8 years, 2 kids.
2 kids.
2 under 2.
2 under 2 and 2 businesses.
And 17 goats.
And
It's about to be
Lots of
17
goats,
with
yes,
these pregnant
yeah.
ones. Yeah.
yeah, so
How much can you sell a goat for?
I think like 300 to 600 a goat,
But you can
depending
sell
on
it.
type.
Yeah. So Nigerian dwarf goats are the ones that are like the best milk goats, and that's what we have. So you can sell a gallon of the goat milk for $8.99, and they make half a gallon a day. So I mean, you get 100 of those things, and you systematize it. You could have a nice little passive income if you have people.
Have
Yeah.
some
Don't get any
burning.
ideas,
How do you?
Andrew.
What do you got to do to the milk?
burning forearms
Okay,
too.
so I
get
don't
any
Freeze
really
it. You just got to
know
freeze
yet.
it. The folks who buy
Wait,
goat
but how
milk,
do you clean it?
So
you don't have to.
okay, I'm not fully aware yet. Okay, we haven't fully done that yet. Okay, and we're learning. So
The folks
Because
who buy
Atlas
goat
has
milk buy
goat
it.
milk.
Have you drank
powder.
some?
Yes. Not off the property, but on deployment to
Yeah.
Africa, I drank quite a bit of it.
Straight from the udder?
No. Yeah, straight. Udder to a cup to the mouth. Yeah.
yeah,
That's illegal out
So
there.
Atlas has powdered goat milk,
okay,
which Nicole was researched,
yeah,
and it's like ridiculously expensive.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's like $100 for a little can of powder.
totally.
See, now they can buy from us. See, we'll go get powdered. Make it powdered.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Market
so-
for it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are building an agency. You're in California. You're hiring all over the U.S. If someone wanted to work with you guys, how could they reach you?
Instagram, cell phone number is 916-690-1927. They can hop on Instagram and look at Nathan Gaines or Samantha Gaines
It's at the Gaines Life.
at the
is
Gaines
mine.
Life. Yep, exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah, I would say those would be the 2 easiest ways. Facebook,
What can somebody expect coming in part-time to make, and what would they have to do to make what you're going to say?
okay. Part time, meaning they're only doing maybe weekends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even for me, when we first started, we have another business, so we were kind of doing it part time.
What's the other business?
We have a cleaning business, so we do commercial and residential cleaning.
My friend has a cleaning business.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Do you have any big contracts?
Yeah, we have some big contracts. Yeah,
What's it called?
it's called Minted and More.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's in Sacramento area.
How many people?
Clean. We have 6
6.
right now. We're starting to expand, but we have like almost 150 accounts right now, so
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty busy.
150 accounts. So if you get a big government contract, then it's a wrap, right? Or like a big mall or
School,
Totally.
office. Yeah.
It's a recruiting and training cleaners. That's the generating business is extremely simple
Yeah.
in cleaning. The key is just like I think in anything, recruiting and training
Yeah.
folks.
Which business do you like better?
Family
Family
life.
first, no
Yes, no doubt.
Do you ever have to go clean?
When we first started, I was
Yeah.
absolutely, especially when you only got one
I
other
never
cleaner.
really did.
Yeah. No,
But
she, but yeah, for a little while there, getting it off the ground for sure. I was houses, offices, whatever.
How many years did you
restaurant.
do that for?
We just opened this business in March of
Yeah, it's-
2021.
Yeah, so it's not even been a year yet.
Yeah. So we're doing Family First Life semi part time. We were. I could even say kind of still because we have 2 we have to manage. But doing it our first month, you could say part time because it wasn't at all even close to full time. We brought home about 15,000, a little over 15,000, and we were in the field 2 days a week. I think the first.
2.5,
first two and a
kind of,
half,
yeah.
kind of, yeah. And that's what we brought home. But I know some of our agents, like one of our guys, Isaiah, he's really part time, and he's going door knocking on Saturdays, and he's running like 5,000.
That's all you have to do is
6,000.
door knock. If you're brand new, just door knock and get in front of the clients right away. You'll learn real
Yeah.
quick.
Yep.
You'll learn quick what time it is.
Absolutely.
So I
Definitely.
feel like people can make 5,000-6,000 a week. I feel like part-time.
And even
door
if
knocking.
they just made 2,000-3,000, I mean, because we our first batch leads we spent $400 on, and the next day wrote 2,000.
Yeah.
So like even if someone what's amazing about this is that you can start exactly where you're at. You don't have to have a bunch of money. You don't have to have a killer savings account. Those all help.
Yeah,
no
but
doubt
what if
about it.
somebody's super negative?
Then they need to go to church or read a book. Read a book. Sorry.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
they could show up to a house and you could show up to a house and not,
Yeah.
and you sell, they don't. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think folks see like you can't be negative around me, and I get the same vibe with you. It's hard to be negative or Debbie Downer in
Around
our
positive
group.
people.
Exactly. Like you said, either you're gonna influence them or they're gonna influence you. And I think you guys do a great job with your team influencing all of them because they have the same struggle everyone else have, but they don't get magnified. They stay right in their mind. They talk about it. It's eradicated. Next win, next move. That's the secret, I think, because people can start negative in their mind, but when they start talking out loud, well, listen to what you're saying. Well, you're right. I didn't kind of work a lot. There you go. So it's a you problem. It was a you. Oh, you problem, not us. You problem. And they fix that. They're good. Like Kyle was literally, he wasn't complaining at all,
Just
but he
overthinking.
had overthinking it. Had some days. Oh, they hung up. What should I do? Probably door knock them. You know, he did it. Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
The money is, the bank still works.
Yep.
The bank still works. You guys go get the money.
Yep. The other day he was
Absolutely.
after work. He went and door knocked 3 homes and closed 1 and made like $2,000.
yeah.
I mean, that's really part-time.
Just that habit. If you
Yeah.
did that every day, that habit. See, he'll door knock every single day,
Yeah.
every day. And then it was like eventually you get good
Some
on the
companies
phone.
only door knock and they are successful. They're in business,
Oh,
but all they
absolutely.
do is door knock.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, you limit your objections because now it's me and you are more personable. And if I'm not great on the phone, there's that thing where they hang up and then you can't move forward with the hung up phone. But in person, I'm going to just keep going until you let me in the house.
Yeah.
If you're hungry enough, you figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Plus people see you're a person.
Yeah.
Like you're
Totally.
real.
How important is it to plug into trainings? And this is not like everyone get excited, dance around, and toss a beach ball around.
It's the lifeblood. It's in my
Why though?
because my answer to that is because we are who we associate with. You know, law of association. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If I'm around people who are taking action and making money and have a different way of looking at the business and are being successful in it, and I'm constantly associating with them, learning from them, osmosis, I'm going to be like them. You know, I'm going to be just like them. So I think it's the absolute lifeblood of. I think if it wasn't for Claude's Jumpstart training that he does on Mondays and Thursdays, there's no way we would have had as. You know, we've not done anything even yet, but we
Yeah,
wouldn't
but I
have
think
moved.
it's important because if you're new, you could be getting a certain result in the home.
Yep.
It's because of what you're saying.
Yep.
And then you say it to someone that knows what they're doing. It's like, don't ever say that. Like, I don't get that objection because I don't say that.
Yeah.
Stop saying that and you'll be good. Oh, stop saying it. I'm good now. There you go.
I think for me,
Exactly.
it's been so helpful because we've had both. Previous, I'd go to a training and it's 2.5 hours, and I don't even know if I learned anything except for like how to cheer. You know, like that's all I learned. Like,
I've been there.
and you know, so
Dude, they wanted me to dance and sing at one
yeah, we'd
pre-FFL. I'm like, I thought I was coming to... True story, okay? I brought my friend to my old company's training. They started singing Take Me to the River. You know that song?
Sing it.
yes.
It's like, take me to the river.
Oh, the rock and roll song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then they started tossing a beach ball around. Okay. And my friend was like, bro, I'm out of here. He's like, this isn't, I thought I was coming to learn about like selling annuities.
Yeah. 100%
so
my
you probably didn't
experience
join.
as well.
No, he didn't join. And he's super sharp, good sales dude.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's
previously that was
sad.
with us too. It was all about chance and learning about competitions that are going on or who's calling out who, and I'm like, I don't even care.
What's the call out? Because that's what you were talking about.
I
With
want
me
to
a
call
lot.
I have
somebody out.
PTSD a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's call someone out right now.
I love it.
I'm not.
I love it.
You're talking to the wrong person. Then it's like I'm gonna.
Like I couldn't believe I
can't
couldn't believe like people didn't fight there.
It's
'cause
like no, you think they did?
Just
They got in
about.
each other's face. You'd be in their face.
I know, but let's call someone out, like who
Okay.
you're gonna pass.
Oh, I don't want to bring. I can't bring that here. No, please.
Alondra Thorpe, we're coming for you, baby.
Yeah.
No, okay. So previous, it was all like that. That's how it was, and I was like nervous every training. Even though we trained, we were always like leaders, but I just never felt like I learned. It was all about like prospecting, recruiting, and I like that. I love recruiting, but it was just different. Here, I go to a training, and I know I'm going to learn. My skill set's going to get better, because the reality is I need to know how to close insurance. I have to know how to call a client or what objection I'm going to get, and all you know is what you know, right? So when we get on with
Ding,
Claude,
ding, ding. Drew, this is when that thing would go off.
Got it.
You got to get me a button. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Definitely. I've
That'd
got
be
it.
sick. Yeah, but
On the table. It'll be right here. Anyone can hit it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
But-
like that idea. That's not a bad idea.
That is fun, yeah.
But I think that's like in other companies, it's a vampire effect.
Yeah.
I bite you, 'cause I'm gonna die. Now you bite him, so you don't die, and you bite him, and you bite him because their income is bred on people in the seats throwing beach balls. They can't go out there and just do 10, 20 day. You know, they should be able to, but they don't.
Yeah.
That's why. And so I think they're doing what they know
Yeah.
to just fill the seats up, rah you up, get you off a lot of Red Bull and coffee,
Yeah.
and then hope.
Have you
bring
seen
in-
Vampire Diaries?
No.
Oh. Have you?
Yeah.
Have
Explain.
you?
I'm curious
No.
now.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen it.
It's just a Netflix show, like one of the OG ones.
And tell me
About
about it.
vampires.
Do they do call outs on that?
No.
But
You
they
just said
bite each other.
vampires. I
They
thought
bite
about
each other.
that.
They do
Drew,
bite.
have you seen that?
No, but Buffy the Vampire.
Hey.
Old
If that
school.
counts for
Yeah.
anything.
Haley, have you seen it?
What's your favorite show?
That's right.
That's
But-
awesome.
But yeah, it's very different. I get on here and I'm like, Claude, I'm having this objection. And he's like, hey, what are you saying? Okay, tweak this. Awesome. Now I'm better on the phones. It's so different, straight to the point.
It is.
It's funny, every time we get a new agent, I'm like, there's trainings, but just so you know, these are real trainings. Like, this is not a hoorah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Squid Games?
Okay, yes, I have also seen them, yeah.
You got the same Netflix account.
I haven't seen the whole thing. I just saw the first two
Well,
episodes.
it's all over, and I see people posting memes for FFL. I'm like, what the heck is this?
That's funny.
You want to know what it is?
What is it?
It's a bunch of dudes that, like, what would you say? They have no money,
Yeah,
or a bunch of people that have no money.
they're in debt.
They're in debt to everyone, and somebody offers them to compete in these games to win like $1 billion.
Like Hunger Games.
And so they got to go in there, but
That's
they don't.
exactly kind of what I got from it.
They don't know you can die in the game,
Yeah.
and
They can't die in real life though.
yeah,
Well, in
it's
the-
real.
in the
It's
movie,
like playing like
It's like-
kickball outside. They're like games like that.
It's like children's
So
games.
you can die with
If
kickball.
you lose,
Duck,
you
duck,
die.
goose.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. Now I want to play it just to get involved.
Yeah. Just
I like stuff like that. I like being like life
like
or
to-
death.
like- I mean,
I
it's
like that
like-
kind of
You
stuff.
actually want to play the game?
Yeah.
Damn.
I like
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I don't want to play.
I mean, A gang, Claude.
It's like, why not? I'll live. I'm a survivor. I don't know how to die. I ain't learned yet.
Amen.
Yeah.
Claude's an animal.
But yeah, the trainings are everything. I love them. And the culture there, like I said, it's so welcoming. You know, he knows people work full-time jobs. If they could just listen in, they can listen in. But, you know.
Because eventually, if you hear anything enough, you will get motivated enough to do it. If you're not motivated already,
Yeah.
you'll get more. Okay,
Yeah.
say that, say this, say that, and then you just do it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus
Absolutely.
previously, people would be nervous or they'd work. And if you're not sitting there, camera on, 100%, I don't care if you have a job, previous company, you're going to get chewed out and sent off. And,
He won't do a Zoom unless the camera's on.
well, I get that because of capacity.
No, I stopped doing that after that dude had no pants on. Do you remember that?
No.
Bro, full on flash, like 250 people.
No.
It's liability right there.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. It's funny. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the culture. It's just learn. I love it.
Yeah,
So-
the culture, the system, and you genuinely are independent here. Like
Yeah.
we get in business, I think for the most part because you
To be
wanna-
independent.
To be independent, exactly. You know, and there's models out there where you can't really be independent. You know, I've got to recruit Claude, and then we got to go sit down with his whole family, and hope that we build enough rapport where he trusts me to do that, but also convert those into appointments closed, insurance that's actually sold. And I think that, I said this a second ago, but that learning curve is so massive for most people. You could be you almost have to be like a Joel Osteen type, real charismatic, dynamic, in my opinion, to be really effective at that, which is really cool. But when you're telling me all I have to do is buy leads and I call them, and if they don't answer, I show up to their house.
Yeah,
It's a game changer.
And I think MLM is dope. Like MLM, I think it's the right person can kill it in network marketing.
Amen. Yeah.
But if you aren't that type of personality, you will suffer. Like, see how I made it work with me in MLM, made like $300, came here 30,000 because he didn't have to be this speaker, this
Dude,
articulate
I'm
person.
not
He
that
just
person.
worked. Yeah, you just want to work. And he
Yeah, I
worked.
just want to work and do my own thing and help people, but I don't want to have to be this. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look what I'm doing. Look at my suit. Look at my car.
Oh my
I
God.
have to say I hate social media because of that. Like, you don't know, somebody can literally be going, look at my suit, look at my car, look at this, and they have no money and live with their parents.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yep.
They should make a social media where you have to publish evidence.
No one would be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walk
But-
around with a GoPro on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but previous, I'm a bubbly personality. Like, I love people, but I wanted to just be like that. I want to sell. I want to build. Like, we love building. I'm building an agency, or we're building an agency, so I'm all about that. But I always felt like I had to report to somebody. I had to make sure I checked in with my team every hour, because if I don't keep them motivated, they're not making money. So you got to keep them motivated.
What's your goal for the next 6 months?
500,000 issue paid a month.
If you don't hit it, will you eat that crazy scorpion pepper?
Yes.
Crazy scorpion pepper.
You will?
Where's that at?
It's in the
Drew,
box. Open up the box.
open the
right in front of
box.
you. Oh, careful. Open up the box.
Hey, let's get Claude to eat a jelly bean.
I
Yeah.
seen it on live
Yeah,
shot. I'm
do
like,
it.
I'll do
Wait,
it.
what?
Do it, Claude. Do it. Do
Which
it.
one?
All right,
do
so
it,
if you
Claude?
don't hit 500K by what date,
Six months from today?
then you have to eat this chip,
Deal.
which the last guy said he felt like he got hit in the stomach with a sledgehammer.
Oh yeah, I can't eat that.
You can't even eat jalapenos.
But I can
boy.
write 500,000 a month.
As a team.
As a team in the next
Yeah,
6
as a
months, yeah.
team.
Okay, Haley, write that down so we don't forget. All right, let's give Claude one of these jelly beans.
Give me a good flavor.
Wait, what is that?
No, you got to spin the wheel.
Thank you for that.
So
Spin
this
the
is
wheel.
your Squid Game. This is Squid Games right here.
Yeah, this is like Squid Games.
Where's the wheel at here? I seen y'all doing it on your Instagram live.
This
Hey,
is
hey,
life or death.
Hey, spin it up to the camera though too, like when you spin it, just so they can see.
Oh, he's playing Squid Games now.
There's it.
We need the Squid Game
All right,
music. Isn't there
What is
some-
that? Okay, now you can look. We can't see that. So what's it say?
It's
Let me
in
see.
between.
It
Birthday
says
cake.
peach or barf.
Peach or
Oh,
I think
man.
it's barf. It's definitely
Here we
barf.
go.
Let's actually give him two of the same color so he can pick one.
Keep chewing. This is remember
How does it
Squid
taste
Game.
this away?
You're gonna die if you don't eat it. You gotta finish it. For the Squid Game.
Wait until
It's
the
really
after-
nasty.
We don't
the
eat it.
aftertaste. The aftertaste.
Shake it. How they get to taste like this? How they get?
Special
I don't know.
ingredients, yeah.
Barf?
Is it barf?
Yeah, goat milk.
Yeah, it's nasty, dude.
Your turn, Nathan.
Oh, wait. That,
They're both barf.
is,
They're both barf.
you thought the other one.
I wash it down.
You don't know if it is or not, bro.
All right, Nathan's turn.
You want to eat one? All right.
I can't
let's
let
just
my
do it
man
for
You
fun.
have to
Cloud
spin
in
the
the house
wheel.
by himself.
You didn't
Take
spin
the orange
wheel.
one.
Orange?
Why is it nasty?
Here, spin the wheel to the camera.
Oh wait, my bad. That was dirty dishwasher.
Oh,
Claude.
God, it's straight. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Did I hit it?
There you go.
Yeah,
All right,
what is it?
now read it.
It's this one right here.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's either cappuccino, liver and onion, or toast.
Oh my God, that's
Try. It's this one right here, bro.
Okay, stink bug is what this
Stink
says.
bug.
Or it's toasted marshmallow. Let's take a look. Toasted marshmallow.
Oh, Claude got 2 barfs.
I feel like now I
How
have
did it
to.
taste that way? How did they create
Come on,
that?
Samantha, it's your turn.
Oh, we're gonna give her one.
You got to spin.
Oh yeah, it's a thing now.
Juicy pear or booger?
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Oh boy. There we go.
it's this one right here.
And booger, I feel it coming.
I definitely don't want to try that one.
Booger.
Immediately. Keep chewing.
Is it gross?
Keep chewing.
Yeah, it tastes horrible.
How did they
Oh,
get
these things reek, bro.
Yeah, they
Oh my
do.
god.
Wait till
They actually smell.
Uh huh. They do.
All right,
Who bought this for you?
we ordered it on Amazon. All right, so in all seriousness, you guys are building a massive business. You guys are going to help a ton of people. Claude, you're building a massive business. You're really good at helping people get going. If anybody's interested, they can reach out to you guys. If they're in the industry or not, you can help them. If they're in the industry and they're not making money, they should call you. You said put your ego down. You had to put your ego down and just listen.
Big time.
So sometimes you might have to just put your ego down and listen, but at least listen. Learn the real facts. Reach out to these two if you guys are watching. Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Let's go help a bunch of people.
Yep.
Amen.
Hey, man.
Let's go kill it.